respect.
They were the best core of the pre-partnerships era. And so now we actually see in 2023, they have some battle scars. They have shown moments where they look mortal, where they've lost, where they've been upset even. This is a game
Okay, C9 on defense, on NRG on attack. We have the slow, but are we actually going to send it in? Because there's a lot of... Man, they're really testing Artis going in on his own. It's a nice amount of util. Love the timing on the dart. Nightmare for him, though. Where are the bodies, though? Where are the bodies?
It's almost like they expected it. It's almost like they knew, and it's up to
Yeah, it's almost as if C9 had the most perfect pistol in terms of waiting for them to go flooding the site once they had used everything. How do they keep doing this?
1 star. That's all he's got to work with.
I mean, that's a new pistol from NRG, so...
Obscuring vision.
Trying to offset some of the crosshair placement, maybe with that placement there. Just turning away. He's waiting for an easy kill, but he's not going to be getting that.
Really nice pistol, yeah. I mean, they were just ready in terms of everyone in the area flooded. Not enough people on site. Artis on an island.
I mean, they threw all of the utility.
It was a weird C hit. You normally get like a 4, or if you're going to do it, you do garage and then you do this. They did a 3-2 kind of, but the 2 was like late, like a 3-1-1. I think I need to watch it back. But
in their heads immediately, 2 players straight into the smoke. Paranoia comes through, swing, backside control as the plant goes down. I mean, I was just asking the question: why have Cloud9 come here to Haven, to NRG's home turf? And I think the reason is already showcasing. Because they know how NRG like to play here.
They've done their homework. They know what to expect. That was timing. It was cheeky from NRG. The orb was trying to get picked up there, almost taking out Leaf, but...
Yeah, and they're already halfway to the Sova.
Look to try and maintain control of this A lobby pressure.
And for Cloud9, that preparation has been absolutely key in terms of how they've won some of their big games.
He's farming.
Top tier teams like that split game against
Loud. He is farming right now.
So incredibly prepared right from the beginning. Took pistol round, went up to a 7-0 lead. And think about how this defines the map pool for them. If Cloud9 go ahead and pick Haven, that actually means that they
2 away from
the first 2 maps of the series
yeah.
very easily. They know that they're going to be playing Haven, and they can have a pretty great idea that NRG are going to go towards Pearl as well, because that's also comfort territory. It's just going to simplify their preparation on a week that's so difficult to prep for.
A really interesting clash as well when we do end up on that map too. Obviously getting ahead of ourselves for now, but that was a very nice bonus round. I love the discipline from Cloud9 as well. Rooney getting the bulk of a lot of these kills, but it's going to be that early mid pressure. Seems to be the name of the game from Cloud9. Leaf setting up for...
And we got Pixel perfect. Killjoy util, love to see it. In terms of the bonus, every kill matters.
Victor's now got to be worried. He knows that mid's compromised to some degree. He doesn't know how many players are going to be
Zeppa, Rooney,
on the other side.
They have a lot of money. Definitely getting an op on next round if they want it over towards Leaf.
Sometimes
slow walk over towards middle. So
window area, but you can see the alarm bot placed outside A. As if to indicate that NRG's game plan here was to go for a full A pop, but they've had to adjust that now.
Yeah, fully pushed up. Oh, and it's just opened up. Slide angle. Victor's lucky to walk away from that one without too much damage. Dunn's got to know the push is coming, and he does indeed. Still, with that kill, there was a whole load of utility. A fault line and a paranoia.
Yeah, there's so many of them here at middle.
Trying to squeeze it into mid, but NRG are containing.
NRG are doing good at just making sure they hold their default for way longer than they probably ever have before.
Beautiful adjustment of the pace by NRG. I think their original game plan in this round was to try and take early A control, whether that's towards short or long. And as soon as the turret got broken, you see that protocol gets triggered by NRG. Wait a second, we need to slow things down. Cloud9 are trying to take control of the tempo here. Now that they've got a massive player advantage in a 5v2,
This is nice.
this should be fairly easy to clean
If
up.
Rooney can get a kill, it's
And it's
actually
also
pretty
really
big.
important to try and hold Cloud9's momentum. Like I just said, that split that they won against Loud, that was because Cloud9 got off to a 7-0 start.
Massively.
A full minute, yeah.
Economy
As
starts to
soon as
snowball,
the turret
it
went
starts
down
to
in the beginning,
snowball.
they held for a long time, and then C9 kind of
Rooney's only
expected
2
them to
away from
group
the
up at like the
Fury.
normal
Had this gone
50-second
differently,
mark, but
maybe they would have
they
had
were
an
still holding
opportunity
until
to
like 40.
continue with some level of aggressive play off that ult.
And Cloud9 had the presence of mind in the prior round as well to try and save the last kill for Rooney. They knew how close he was to that ult, but beamed down by Victor. Now just
Right,
away
one
as
off.
well.
We'll see.
Towards that next
Hopefully he
round.
doesn't try
Still,
anything
Velta's
too
gonna
risky
be
in terms of trying to get the
opting
AOB
to see if he can take a gun away or two.
into
but
the
nobody's
next
gonna be
round, but he
walking
is
into
one
his
away from the
sideline,
ult.
just going to go down to the spike.
From the ult. In terms of this, oh, this is just going to rebuy.
So
And
decent
that is
answer
it.
by NRG. Good adaptation, being able to absorb all that aggression that was placed into mid.
And that's going to be Victor's
He
job
was
and
fast.
Som's job. If there's aggression in mid,
Let's see,
it's
dead
often gonna be on
Zippy.
Victor. If there's aggression down C,
Enjoy the timeout.
which they absolutely could do with this composition, that's going to be on Som to try and stop. Think about how Marv used to play this map as well. The timings that he would get, lurking through C, late backstabbing in places. That's going to be interesting to see whether Som can fill that gap. We've already seen Marv have some insane timings actually earlier this week, filling in for
Damn, you
Zippy.
lot of getting other people as well. Holy hell. That's what we like. We want the question marks to be
The
risky.
same beginning here with the opening.
You got yours?
Control
Okay, I
that
like that.
relay
Everyone gets one.
Position
Ooh,
out.
that's
It's already
good.
taking up all that space. You know, but it's going to be cleared there. There was a dart and the fault line used
Alright,
early
important
on.
rounds. I'm going to circle everyone that
Seems to
can't
be the
buy. It should be
core
so fine for
attacking
NRG.
protocols that NRG are really just leaning into, with Victor being left to contain most. Well, anyone who decides to push through. Now the drone's going to start clearing through into short here. Rooney's got a bit of a decision to make.
Early A control.
try and
They
fight
get
this one,
that up,
knowing that they
set
could
up
be
over
pushed away.
towards C, so they can have a
NRG
big
are very
rotate. If
committed
Omen
to
gets
this.
into sight here,
Usually they will leave,
you would expect
some
C9 to
level
do
of
pretty well.
players behind to control any level of push on the other side of the
Trickster
map.
Row, thank you so much.
Leaf's gotten deep
Or just
here.
Trickster OW.
So they do
Go
wanna
for
try and fight
Trickster
this up
OW.
close
Thank you
as
so
well.
much, dude.
There's
Appreciate the gifted.
Bit of a risk in
Ben
this that they could just be
BLR,
swarmed
welcome into the Slug Club
by
chat.
any sort of
Oh, you've
utility
already done
because
it,
the
Chaz. It's a great amount
position-
of Slug approves. Thank you so much for that trick.
Okay, dart broken. Bit of an indicator. Now the flash has started to come through, but Zeppa's ready with it.
3 people here.
One piece of
We
useful
still have the
use, another
Omen flash for
exchange,
when they
try and
hard
slow
commit.
it down.
Still have a smoke if he
Timelines
wants it.
start to become a bit of an issue. Still, look at that dart into
Omen flash goes in. It's
Paranoia.
good.
Artist inside the smoke, just trying to wait his way through, but he's blinded in the middle of all of it, in the midst of all of it. It is getting
What a
dangerous.
weird
It's
round. They
still
managed to come out
NRG.
with all 3
Failed
kills.
well.
Fair play.
Great crossfires.
They
the
took their
presence of
time on
mind
this
as well.
one.
All the angles watched for.
Such a slow siege of an A hit. NRG never made any noise anywhere else on the map, and Leaf had that angle.
It's a very good sign for
And yet,
NRG.
with the way
Like
that
a
Finesse likes
very
to
good
play
sign
here,
that they could honestly
Cloud9
just do that
didn't
until they
still
get
feel like
punished.
they could gamble any more than 3 players there, and really weren't able to hold on there.
Yeah, it's
whatsoever.
There was
a
tiny
great
moment
sign.
as well
When you can win a
where
round when they stack
Finesse
like
ended up
this and it's
using
so
his
clean.
flash to initiate an A hit.
Yeah,
And
you,
normally
you
that's
feel
gonna-
like you're onto
the rest of
something
the util's
gold.
gonna be coming with it.
We'll see how many times
I
they
don't know if
decide to
that
go
was
in.
just a foresight as well from them. Finesse uses the flash and it pulls out some util in response and they slow it down again.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like almost just the baiting out of the util there, which is
Yeah,
it's
the
quite
question
high
mark
level.
emote. I think that's a
It is,
good.
and it's
I think that's a
really
good one.
Easy to mess up.
I need to
too.
do that.
You've got players
I
that are all
haven't
trying to
loaded up
synchronize
Discord
a
for
big
like 3
execute.
days. I
Like
really
for
need to.
example, Som, he puts down both of his stars, one at CT and one at Heaven there. He's got to be on the same page with everybody else on NRG that it's not a real hit.
Yeah.
That they are going to cancel. And if anyone messes up that cancel call, if FNS says cancel and you still pop the smokes, well, now you're
That's
in a
it.
bit of a pickle.
Yeah, 30 seconds left and you got no smokes for the final hit to come through. So.
Yeah, the level of discipline is really impressive there for NRG on a hit that really was quite straight
Right,
up.
timeout. They managed to save 2 guns.
The other part to this too is they managed to avoid Leaf with the operator.
Are they scared now that the A's been exposed and we
Leaf
just
was
never
posted
see
down
them
C-long the entire time.
wait like that on
Cloud9
site
are
over
gonna take
towards
an early
A?
timeout here. And I think
So there's
despite
multiple
the
things
fact
that we can do in this
comes through at the
timeout.
beginning
It's
of
like either a
round
plan
5,
into this
it's
round,
quite early, right, to take
which
a
is probably
timeout
going to
like this
happen in
really
terms of
early
how they
on.
want
I
to
think
play it with the
I
saved
think it's gonna
op
be
and
useful
the
because
saved
that round
rifle.
was so
And then
unusual.
overall big
I would imagine MCE
Overall big picture, they need to work out how to defend A. They can't sit like that. If they lose an exec where they had 3 people there with all the util up and they got overwhelmed, they can't let that happen again. So yeah, they need to work out something on A, and it's probably going to be way more proactive. I don't think you're ever going to see them sit on the site itself. So it would either be them going looking for the kills in terms of information towards long or short, maybe just holding short, or literally just leaving A itself. But yeah, there's a lot that they can talk about. Yeah, Cupid's not allowed to talk though. MC just mutes his mic.
Okay, it's probably going to be an A hit. Let me try and get into heaven or get to CT. And swap with one of the other players, you know, have Zelsis fill that gap on C.
Listen to the song, bro, it gets me. The timeouts demonetize me every single time on my YouTube. Outrageous. Every time I got like 50 copyright strikes because of that damn music.
They're going straight to C, but it does feel like a bit of a hard read.
It's taking me out.
Set up with the operator in a timeout. Maybe this was called, but now you're seeing a Hunter's Fury trying to peel away. The updraft almost predicted, but just shots going wide there. Maybe a little bit too low. Tiny.
Trying to take some feet out on this one. Okay, so they wanted to do the standard C hit that everyone does.
Sniffed out the stack and they are leaving.
But they kind of got shut down on this. All invested. They got a little bit of damage, but okay. In terms of how we were talking about them approaching A differently.
That plant that's underneath heaven, with a turret to tell them whether it's a serious commitment.
Hey, they're gonna take this.
That's a lot of respect already.
Yeah, they're gonna love this though. They got the ult out of them here. Rooney might be able to get a kill. Sorry, it was Zelsis. Dude, I think it was on his camera earlier.
Kill and now left into that 4v5 for NRG. They do have the spike down though, so post plants with a bit of a weapon advantage. Fault line now. Cuts its way across along with a paranoia, jumping straight down the turrets, doing most of the work. Flashes.
Oh my god, he's eating flashes. Artist ate 2 flashes back to back. HP's low. 51? This was a really good retake, but it looked a little bit off, but the breach flashes were crazy. 11? Nice, there's an op, so one of you should go get the op.
That's incredibly impressive. Cloud9 did not have very much weaponry to work with there at all.
So in terms of the retake, it was kind of cool, but it felt a little bit off. But honestly, it was great in terms of they did the Omen flash and then the recon went in. Someone did shoot the recon, I think if it was from over short or maybe long, but then the breach util was good. The damage under the double flash, which literally Ardis ate twice. Like Zeppa's util there was huge. It was a good retake, really good retake.
Even in a kind of thrifty situation, that puts such a premium on the early fights.
Ardis gets an attacking op out. Here we go, we get to see the op off, and we are actually going to see the op off.
Posted up with the operator jet over towards A long.
Yeah, does Leaf expect this?
For them so far. Now it's going to be giving that information, but guess what, Ardis?
Okay, they smoke and they know there's an op here, so they don't want to challenge this again. Okay, no, Ardis really wants to take every duel.
Hunting to try and push up off of that.
And I'll give you the other side of that stat too. It is a two-sided coin because Cloud9 are worst in the league at 4v5s. So when they get the first pick, they're closing out better than any team. When they lose a player early, they kind of fall into pieces.
Yeah.
And that seems to indicate that these first battles, the early round, is so crucially important.
C9 after losing this first one, taking a bit of a jolt. Ardis still holding. Damn, Ardis just taken down. Leaf was patient. Crazy patient. They get out of the choke point that they've done. The hardest part, this is a big jewel that probably decides the round. One goes in, FNS is 1 kill away from his ult. Ooh. Got your flash. Damn. It was unlucky from Jake. It was a good attempt.
Easily enough, the discipline still rearing its head here for NRG, but Leaf, maybe he can be that difference maker. Tagged up by the dart, backing away. There's so much to watch for. Skipping a hop. There's no way he should be getting away with a kill there.
It is ridiculous the way that these C9 players move and spray with the Phantom. They get kills
Some
like
is
that
hunting.
more often than they should.
A really quirky team.
It's fine.
It feels hard to play against.
Oh.
They pick these odd timings.
I don't think Leaf can afford really to lose this Phantom.
And no one can really
That's
afford to
evil
die
save.
just because these
Yeah,
two are
Leaf
low
and
as
Jake.
well. They
I
can
actually,
almost do
there's going to
it.
be a lot of criticism for Jake making that play, but I do not mind it at all. He's in a 3v4 situation after Victor gets the kill on Zelsis and Garage.
The Omen play, the
And I
Omen
think
play
at
was
that
so
point, a play
fun.
needs to be made.
He got
He's
unlucky
found
the
a
crashes
decent timing
was
where he can stick the
at a
ult
good
over,
angle.
Down C-long.
It is
They did
important
hear
pick
him,
from
and
artists.
they were able
They
to clear him
definitely
out with
weren't
utility.
expecting the op.
But I think in terms of a time in the round where you can make a bold play like that, he's picked the time fairly well.
Did I see MCE trashing Prius? No, but it sounds incredible.
There's an even scoreline that's been painted for us. Seeing some of the benefits as well of the Astra being picked here. Star laid down in towards that A lobby. Possibly recall.
Damn, on top of it, this one. Stun out.
Stunned. Push to the
Attack up
sidelines for
again.
but a moment and a fight to be taken and won.
Yeah, that is 0 and 2 in terms of the op
head-to-head
off.
is going to be incredibly important. Leaf did find the kill on Ardis in the previous round, though it didn't matter to the round outcome. Here,
Yep, this one
it
is a
certainly
big
could.
one though.
Another
Do
fight
they
before
consider
Cloud9.
this?
Look at this position. Zeppa.
Oh,
Wow.
my goodness, it was looking like a half clearance, but
Yeah, even showed the gun at the beginning.
it does latch onto him. And he's still looking for a bit more as well. Pushed all the way up, spamming. He could hear the turret. Gets out, but Celsius responds.
It's a nice solo
Very
reaction.
nice read on what's going on there from Celsius. Meanwhile, contact into A. One of the reasons NRG are so dangerous on this map is that they'll mix up those big, heavy executes with some contacty plays.
They've got the lockdown to be used here, and there you can see it.
Is it hard to convey
Off to the
all
side, it's an
thoughts into
aftershock.
one
Shot dance.
timeout?
Do they land? Does it break it?
Ooh,
Yes, it
nice,
does.
the
Enough
handles.
damage done. Clear preparation for
honestly,
that one. That was prior.
Yeah, very well
It's
done.
not too bad. A
Here
minute's
comes
quite
Jake on
long.
the flank too.
Important series of events is about to happen. Stuns used as soon as the dart was let loose, so Cloud9 don't get anything done with that
Yeah,
one.
this
Still
is
Leaf
impressive
has
from
those
NRG.
knives, dodges the flash, not in his face. Paranoia moving forward.
Damn, nice shot.
Wow. That is a hell of a shot. Still need to deal with
Timing.
Rudy. Drops down into hell, left out of finesse. Versus Celsius, a wider swing,
Ooh,
sprays him
close.
down. Is the time? No! Doesn't get on it.
Nope.
It was close. Milliseconds away. But all for naught. That's NRG stealing
Just
away
a
the round.
little bit of off timing in terms of the
The angle
double
that
swing,
Finesse
but I
takes there
think
towards the
the
end
person on
ends
Heaven
up
kind of
being
knew that there
vitally
wasn't enough
important.
time,
Oh,
so that's
yeah.
why he
You
went
could
for it.
argue that going for a more aggressive swing favors you in the fight, but by tucking close, he might have just bought enough time for Zelsis
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did it,
to
sure.
fail the defuse there.
But honestly,
That one
I'll
comes
cover
down
my
to
back though.
a matter of inches. Jake was on the flank with an operator and gives away his position with the paranoia there too. Still managed to find a pick out of it. Huge round for NRG to
It's a
take.
really nice round from them. Having the preset plan for when they go over towards A as well for the Killjoy ult.
No time to catch
This
your
is
breath.
massive.
Wasn't even aware of this one happening. A quick battle. Skirmish, almost. It's Cloud9 on the weaker buy, and they've been quite good
Damn, he's
in
5
these
HP.
rounds, statistically
Oh, plus 5
speaking.
HP.
I have this
Brought it into a 2-on-3, but I don't believe any of these rifles are going to be reclaimable.
NRG love to just pump the brakes in moments like this.
Yeah, they've slowed it all the way down. Like, okay, make sure we hold the space as well.
It's a massive round that
Sure
last
none of
round.
those rifles
Forces them down to an
staying in the
eco.
hands of the Cloud9 players, the remaining ones are close with the sting as Elsis's reposition is risky.
I've
He's
seen
far
Zel-
enough away.
I've seen Zelsis do some funky
Oh.
things.
This position could be a godsend for them because the dart doesn't clear. Holding close, knows that they're contacting through. No way! Damage is done.
Yeah,
but okay,
17 HP,
trades.
and I think this was 29,
Safe
something like
enough.
that after that
NRG,
duel.
They get another one, but
Little
my
bit
goodness,
close.
It gets dangerous, doesn't it?
Is everyone's tech still working? Double check it, please.
That's kind of been the story of this map so far, though. Dangerous, but not quite there for Cloud9. I mean, here's the beginning of the round.
One
Just
enemy
a
remaining.
barrel down C-long from Cloud9. And they met NRG, but the better weaponry bore out. And the fact that NRG, if they are committing C-long, they're doing it with a lot of players. If they're just defaulting,
Right,
they
now we're going
don't
to the
tend
full
go
buy.
C with
Holy
just one
hell.
or two people.
It's
It's gonna be a
definite
full
difference in
commitment.
this full
And now
buy.
5 ults for NRG to
The
win this
big
round
difference
and
in
knock
this full
Cloud9
buy. As
back
soon as he
down
hears
to
the
an
drone,
eco.
he's going to get out of there.
And why not keep
And
it
again,
simple?
this is just why C works all the time, because if you get tagged by that drone and they have the server ult, it's just a nightmare. So a lot of the time you can do what we literally just saw here, is where you can send a drone up and then you don't even have to ult, because you just know that teams are going to leave the actual side itself. Looking like a fast retake. There's a lot of ults to go against this.
Into this one, but they've used their util early. Spike's still not planted. Another flash to supplement it. The push comes through, but it's NRG responding again. Layers on layers to the game plan. They saved the Rolling Thunder for when the re-hit comes through, almost baiting Cloud9 into it.
Here.
What can Leaf manage? What can he do?
I don't want to save him, but
Highly skilled player, the Cosmic Divide fading, and it opens up the angle for Son to take the easiest
nicely
shot
done from
of his
NRG.
career.
Chat 4? All 4 of them,
I
right?
said that NRG had 5
And Arda
ults
still
in
has
that round,
his.
and they used them. They
Yeah, but I mean, it was so worth. Forces them down to an eco as well.
Get into if you've been had that snowball, the avalanche effect of Valorant showcasing right there.
Yeah,
because
it's a really good round by them.
Crucial round. It damages
I think
Cloud9's
4
economy if they lose,
ults was
and
excessive.
NRG
Nah,
have the
not
ability to
really.
invest
It
4
keeps
out of
their
5
money
of their
good.
ults to ensure
It
that
breaks
that
this
situation
economy,
did not go
and then you
south.
kind of know that if you win this, you've got 7, and then no matter what, that's a good half, and then you have 2 chances to just take some rounds anyway. It's so fine. It's definitely better to overuse ults in this. Like, we should never really criticize ults usage too much. What the hell?
He's going to be falling still. It's a heavy stack pushed forwards. Close corner by Zephyr. He's picked up an upgrade. It's a 2-on-3. Celsius not making... Okay, well, a lot of noise in the
Damn, okay, they made a lot of noise to bait this one out.
I mean, he knew exactly
It
where those
looked
peaks
like
were
they knew
coming
exactly
from.
what was going to
That could
happen,
have got a
yeah.
little dangerous.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, there we go. We'll take a look at the replay instead here. This is NRG going for another one.
And there was a
Finesse's
recon behind
classics.
them, right?
It's a
And they
C
hid from it
fake
inside
into
the
an
smoke
A push.
itself.
And Celsius tells the rest of Cloud9, it's a C hit, it's a C hit. So they start running up A lobby, straight into the mall. Clean, very clean.
Coming into this with so much discipline.
And even though the score says 7-3, you got to remember 2 of those rounds came off the back of Cloud9 having a great idea in the pistol. They had a pistol anti-strat that got them 2 rounds off the
Back
rip.
into the
And
lobby?
since then,
That's not
they've
a good
gone
sign.
1-7.
What
So,
the hell happened there?
They have bitten off more than they can chew here by the look of things, picking Haven into NRG. Maybe the script will flip a little bit as we head into the next half, but even if Cloud9 have some
This is going to be a
incredible
long tech
ideas on their
pause.
attacking map, they need a bit
This
of
is
a
going to be a
buffer.
long
They
tech
need a big
pause,
buffer.
I'm
They need
pretty
a few
sure.
more rounds.
The interesting thing to note as well is that the fact that Leaf has been winning this head-to-head battle with Ardis.
He's been
4-0 with
dominating
this. He's
it.
been dominating this first, you know, the head-to-head battle that's been taking place. But it hasn't really manifested in those 1 rounds, aside from the early portion of that half, like you were noting, Josh.
It happened. It happened yesterday,
with the tech pause,
right? But it happened halfway on Pearl.
We're going to be getting
I think it
back
was
into the action
yesterday.
as soon as we can.
Happened recently, and it was like
shortly as well,
halfway.
so no time wasted.
But it never didn't happen at like.
So far,
what was it?
so good for
7-3.
NRG. Been really impressed actually at some of the timings they've been taking as well. You know, Haven.
There's a lot going
especially the
on
way
in the
this map
chat.
gets played with the double initiator
Everyone's
comps, it's
blaming
all about
Prius.
those big executes and picking and choosing the right timings, making sure that you can overwhelm those sites. But there's been these little fake outs, you know, by NRG.
Yeah.
Canceling the hits, making sure that they can pull just that little bit extra utility out of Cloud9 and push them into those unfavorable positions when they're trying to defend a site with nothing to really
At least it happened.
Yeah.
At
Push
least it
back the
happened at the end of the round.
I think Finesse has been the best caller on this map for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Well over a year. I don't know exactly when it started, but this has just been the map that he seems to understand the best out of all the maps in the pool, but also all the leaders, all the IGLs. That
Hope
we
they
in
have
the
a way
game,
to
in my
reset
opinion.
it.
And that's why
I'm
it was
pretty
going to
sure
be a
because they're
challenge
back
here.
in
And it's
lobby
Rooney's
that you
biggest
don't have the
challenge this
round
whole
reset.
series.
Again,
It's
I
his
haven't looked
biggest
to the
challenge, in my opinion,
latest
coming up
tournament
against
client, so
another IGL. Because Finesse is one of those
But
people where he's gonna make his impact
I'm pretty
felt.
sure they might
In
have to
terms
go
of how the
round by
rounds play
round
out, he's gonna try and mess with
and
other
redo
people.
it all.
And if you,
I'm not gonna
as a
lie to you.
caller, make your team play a little predictably, he's gonna exploit
Stats are
that.
gone. Yeah, it's gonna
This
be
was
messed up.
highlighting as well that battle of the IGLs in terms of the experience.
You can manually edit money in the new one. Okay, that's good at least.
Just over
It's
a
better
year
than
under
when
his belt.
I was there.
FNS is over a decade at this point, which is
Yeah, the
just
old tournament client,
outstanding. I mean,
it
the
used
guy
to
is a
be,
veteran when it comes
it
to
used to
it.
be absolute savage.
He knows how to
But the
play
fact that
this
you're
map.
saying that you can edit it, then I'm gonna take
Yeah,
that as
territory.
One of
is
the other
golden.
incredibly
Unlucky
important
loser,
battles
thank you so
throughout this
much.
is gonna be that coach battle too.
Chat, let's get some slugs
we
in.
saw MCE take a timeout earlier on. I don't really see what the adjustment was coming out of that, but I'm sure
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It hasn't really manifested in terms of the scoreline, but a lot of these rounds have been close. Do they have something for the next
Do you think it's
half?
even
What does the
possible
prep
for
look
players
like?
to
Are
cheat
they
at
ready
these
for
lands?
Pearl?
They
Are we
would
gonna see
they would
the
get
normal
found
comps?
out.
There are
It's
just
pretty
so many
hard.
different
We had
questions that
we
need
had
to be answered for this match. And really
we had some
preeminent
crazy
above
stuff
them
at
is,
one point
which of these
in
teams is gonna
CS, but that was
represent
about
North
it. Oh, dude,
America
Aeolus
better,
as well. Oh
right?
my
This
goodness,
is
I'm
like
just missing all of this.
I've been
Aeolus
really
with 3
enjoying
gifted.
watching
Thank you so much,
the
Aeolus.
North
Appreciate you.
American star
Lomba,
battle between my
Dreamy,
favorite North American
Jackie,
league from my favorite North
welcome,
American
welcome.
artist. That's been a good one.
Yeah. Of
Welcome
course,
into the Slug
of
Club.
course.
Appreciate it.
We'll
If you got
see how
gifted,
it
please
really
say thank
plays
you over
out as
towards
well.
Aeolus.
Comes out over the
238
course
altogether,
of this
Aeolus. Thank you
series
so
so
much for all the
far.
support, man.
NRG
Absolute
got their grips
madness.
on it. We talked about the
And
risks as
then
well
on
that
top of that,
Cloud9 will be heading into as well, picking Haven as their
Flex
first map to
Renji
open
as well with
things
the
up.
with the Plime.
And then you talk about those
The
adjustments
Plime,
as well
the
with
Slime.
match, Josh.
Flex
I did notice one thing
Renji
was
with the
that they were
Prime.
opting to put
Welcome
Leaf
into the
on
Slug
that
Club. Thanks so
A-long
much, dude.
angle now. That was the adjustment, I think, from the early pressure that was coming in. But enough about that, enough about the podcast as well. We got Smix down on the floor.
Thank you.
A very special guest.
Indeed, I am standing here with Emily, a figurehead that has been part of the
Chat, I went to a
women's
local
esports
LAN
scene
and
for
beat her.
years and
Just
years.
saying.
Emily, it's such a pleasure to be able to speak with you here at the Riot Games Arena. How are you doing today?
Won a mouse mat. I won a mouse mat.
These matches, I have friends on both teams, so I'm rooting for both. You can do that if you want.
Just want to put that out there.
If
You,
had to choose,
chat. You want me
because
to? You want me
this
to take it
audience,
away?
there's so many fans repping
You want me to take it
C9,
away?
there's
She
so
had
many
Bardolph on
fans
our
that
team,
are
so
also repping NRG. If you had to
that's
choose.
that's all of it out the
Wow.
window.
Cloud9 fans, we need to hear you. The
Cloud9
NRG fans are showing you.
It was yes, it was in this game.
Okay.
Yeah, they were rooting very very loudly. But if you had
And
to choose,
as
or
well,
even
I think she had like
predict,
32
what do you
kills
think
or
would
something.
Be the outcome of this series.
See, anything can happen. Seriously, even if it's 9-3, we've seen the 9-3 curse. Literally, anything can happen at the end of the day. So, I can't go.
Do I still have the mouse mat? It's in Iceland. Yeah, that's my.
Okay, I'll
That's
let
that.
you go
That's the
for
mouse
that
mat I use in
one.
Iceland.
But
So
I'm noticing that you're wearing a homemade
kind of, but
t-shirt
not with me.
here. Sign Team Karma. Team Karma, the team that you have been part of for so long, all the way dating back to 2014. Tell us what's been going on with you lately.
Yeah, so I've been competing for quite some time. As we know, I originally made my team Team Karma since 2014. We've been playing internationally. We've won 5 world championships, 4 in Valorant, and just kind of been fighting for, you know, women to be on the big stages and compete. And we're seeing that. I mean, last Game Changers, we had 48 teams sign up in Game Changers. That's incredible.
They did well to find this to quickly like fill the time though.
So
That's how you know it's gonna be
How
a
much
long
does it
tech
mean
pause.
for you as someone who's been part of the scene for as long as you have, to have known where we started from, to see the amount of teams, as you just mentioned, signing up, the amount of players that we see looking to compete, and then seeing the recent Game Changers season and seeing the level of competition, how much does that mean for you to see it all develop?
it's so inspiring. I mean, when I first started playing, there wasn't really a female role model, you know, for me to look up to and be like, I want to be like her on the big stage. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I made my team. I wanted to compete and travel. We fundraise money with no orgs through Twitch. To travel, we use some of our college funds.
Phone guy typing. Yeah, he's just making VLR forums, just flaming everyone.
The best team in the world, and Game Changers is a great resource for people to start.
Wait, who's
putting their
chat?
foot
Who's
in the
that guy
door
that called out? The Chronicle
And I know
called
that
out.
one
He
of your
did like
teams right
a
now has
he
been
did like
part-
a forum,
has been your
just calling
teammate,
out that
rather,
one
from
guy
all the
that
way
flames
back to Team
everyone
Karma
from EMEA.
2014 reign. Tell us
That's
your
him right
teammates,
now.
The roster, and
Yeah,
will
that
you be
guy.
competing in the next Game Changer season?
We will definitely
That's him right now,
plan
just making
to, not
forum
only
after
in Game
forum
Changers, we
post.
don't want to limit ourselves there. We're
Anything
gonna
with
be
anyone's
competing in everything
name in it,
and
they come from
anything we can. We
EMEA.
play in
It's
local
calling them
tournaments,
trash.
too, here in California. Rain's been my teammate since 2014. We are best friends. She was the bridesmaid to my wedding. But we won, you know, all of our tournaments together. So, what is going on over there? Do I see a bear? Where's the bear? Show us the bear. Can we get a close up on the bear? Thank you for that.
No, there are some amazing signs in the audience today, for sure. And last question for you, Emily. I think what you do is so respectable because you are able to balance a ridiculous schedule where, you know, you just talked about how you're competing, but not only are you competing, you're also working full-time as a nurse.
I am, yeah.
Wait, that's crazy.
nursing. I love helping people. It just brings joy to my heart. I can connect with my patients by talking about video games. You know, if someone hasn't smiled in a long time, we talk about Valorant and they, you know, it helps their healing process. I love being a nurse, but I also love being a competitor. And balancing working as a nurse while competing is challenging, but it's my passion. It's what I love to do.
Well, Emily, thank you so much for taking the time. Hopefully
That's
we'll
mad.
get to see your roster sign with your organization soon. For now, let's head back to Bren and Sideshow.
Yeah, great interview. Yeah. Just to give everybody a quick update as well on what's happening. So we are going to be rebuilding the game as soon as possible, trying to get the, back into the server, back into the action momentarily as well. But that's going to take a bit of time. So what we're going to do is we're going to go take a quick break. Don't go anywhere, or maybe go somewhere, but somewhere
grab a
shortly,
snack,
grab a snack, a drink, something like that. Listen, bit of a chill out. But we'll be back with the action soon enough. So don't go anywhere for too long. We'll see you in just a few.
Yeah, it's going to take a while for them to get it back. Chat, you know I'm spamming these ads. Not a chance I'm missing this opportunity. How long we got? Jesus. Alright, I'll be right back. Right. What do we reckon? Is it going to be back? It's a straight up nope.
Oh, hello everyone, and welcome back to VCT
Oh, boy.
Americas. I know that my voice isn't the voice that you necessarily
no.
wanted to hear right now, but don't worry, we're gonna hang out with you for a little bit as we look to get the game all set up and ready to go. We want to make sure everything's nice and clean before we jump into the action. By clean, I mean we just want to make sure
You hate
everything's
seeing an
good.
unclean server.
You don't want to have an unclean server. Get out there and clean your servers, kids. I don't even know how you would do that. Riv is making a paper airplane as well, so that's helping a lot. Yeah. And by the way, you think I'm going to let you get away with that? We're going to have to fly that at the end of this segment to see if it actually works. Save it though. That's content.
Okay,
anyway,
that is the content we need.
That's definitely going to work.
all right. As we know, there was an unexpected crash on the stage, and we're going to be rebuilding the match. And, unfortunately, that means we're going to be taking a few minutes before we get back into the game. And as always, since we have those few minutes, we're going to have some fun. We're going to test our knowledge of this video game that we, analyze. And where you at? It's a new game that we just made up. Totally, it's never happened before. You will not find a correlation with this game.
Damn, we're
and any
really
other game
going
that
for the
exists
filler.
in history.
Even yesterday.
No.
Here is how it works. It is so simple. We have a very small, bite-sized piece of one of the game's maps. Based off of the limited view that we have to guess which map it is.
I'm gonna come
so
in.
let's go ahead
Tech.
and see the first
Pause.
one. Let's pull it up on screen.
Oh boy.
And here it is. Okay, first area. What do you have?
Jeez, where the
Riv,
hell's
you
this?
first.
Like Pearl or something?
I know the answer.
Where are we?
I don't.
It's Pearl.
Right off the
Pearl.
bat. Is it Pearl?
Yeah, it is
haven't
Pearl.
flown
It
around
is
Pearl
the-
yet. I feel bad.
So,
Oh,
okay, but
okay.
let me try and figure out where
But it's
on
by
Pearl
B, right?
is this? Where is there a bit? So I think this is in, if you think about B long, there's that little window in the room up there behind the pillar where I think there's a back right. And I think
What was
you
it,
can
7-3?
see down into this
That
railing.
isn't that? That's where
is that-
that's where the famous cart restaurant is, though.
The car, the trolley that's turned into.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking top B long, in the the little room with the pillar,
Interesting. Well, honestly,
The room with the
let's
pillar?
see.
Oh,
You're
Pike
talking about
Shop
the nightclub
area.
place.
Let's get the
I don't think it's
reveal.
Pike Shop.
Where is it at?
I don't know.
And it is in obviously Pearl, but it's in mid.
Nice.
Wow.
It's B connector there.
fancy.
Or no, it's Spawn. Okay. I thought it was gonna come
Wait,
out
is
to
that-
long B connector.
I've never
Yeah,
looked
that's
there
Spawn. I thought that was mid for some reason. Yeah, that's Spawn.
We're doing great.
I'm
Yeah,
dumb.
look at this.
Moving on.
a record
Let's
shop
go
there.
to the next location.
I've never looked at these maps outside of just looking at them as a human being.
Oh,
What am I
yeah.
saying?
That's a good one.
I am awful. Okay. So this.
Oh wait, I've seen
I
this
think I know
loads,
this
but I
is-
can't
I think
remember what
this is
map it
loads.
is.
Yeah, I think you're right. You
Yeah,
can see
mostly
Loads.
because
The
of
Lotus
the
pedals.
mostly because
Yeah.
of Lotus pedals.
Damn, look at
I
you
have no
lot,
idea
Jeff.
where this is though.
They always
but now
use
I want
this
to steal
camera.
all those little
Here's
stuffed
the thing,
animals.
This whole segment was made by our cinematic observer, and he just knows every little
Yeah,
weird
yeah,
nook
yeah.
and cranny with the little bears to see.
Yeah.
And you don't see these when you play. It's a little.
Okay,
details
so
you
we've
miss.
settled that it's Lotus. We do know. We
I mean,
just don't
truly it's
happen to know
Lotus,
where
right?
it is.
Yes.
Okay, let's go ahead and see the reveal. Where are we
I feel
right
like it's
now?
somewhere at B.
I'm
But
really.
there's nothing at B, is there?
What?
Through the little.
What's in a
Oh, it's
crack
this door at A?
That's
Oh
ridiculous.
my gosh.
Oh, that's a thing. That's cool.
Amazing.
I would have never have thought about that. I'm tripping. Okay, let's go to our third.
That's taking up our
It
FPS
shows you
chat.
gotta take the time to smell the roses. Look at the.
It really
That's
does.
where our
I can
FPS is
barely
going.
see this on our monitors. This is
Wait,
so-
I gotta.
This looks like my emotions.
There's
Blind
the
Gwen,
back
thank
wall.
you so much.
No, it's even worse on the back.
Oh God, I can't see. Age is creeping up.
That
Blind
looks very,
Gwen.
wait. That looks
3
like a
months,
Haven-
dude,
that
as
looks
well.
like a
Thank you
Haven
so much.
wall
Appreciate
with
it.
a Haven 2x4
Thanks
going
for
up the wall.
all the
Oh,
support.
is it B-side on Haven through the little? No, it's industrial down there. It's like a nuclear
No, but I do think that's
radionite
Haven
thing.
though.
I mean, it is
That is-
Haven.
that has
Yeah,
to
look
be
at this.
Haven.
Is this a lobby under that little tarp?
Are you hiding, little
All right, let's
bear?
see.
I think
Let's
it's
see.
Oh, you
box
reckon
A
it's
lobby.
boathouse
Alright,
inside
is
the
the box
boat?
A
Oh,
lobby?
that might
I
be
think so.
good. You
Alright,
actually owned
reveal.
it.
Zoom
Let's
a
see.
ding dong here.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
it's
owned
a-
it.
on a sense.
Because I thought this was the
There's
person
a
Haven.
lot.
Nice.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, once you said that, I was
Terrible
like, damn.
architect.
Oh, I'm pushing the stage again. Oh my word.
Oi, 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 oi. None of that today.
Dude, I'm
Night prep is now going to be flying through custom map.
I guess so. Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
this
come on.
is easy.
Hey, I know where that is.
Yeah,
This is Bind
this
B
is fine.
site in the little
That's-
cubby where
yes.
like
Wait, Cubby?
yeah, where the
Do we
chamber
just-
TPs
do we
used
just
to
give
always
up
get set
trying?
up when you had the two
Fair
of them,
enough. I
like
thought
the
it
little
was
corner.
Yeah.
I thought it was just.
Everything is called
Yeah,
cubby.
I know
in
it.
this
That's
game.
exactly
It's
the
crazy. I'm such a
location.
fraud.
Oh,
I know it.
Yeah. We called that urinal when we were starting the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Was there any other? Because you played like the early playtests and
Right.
stuff. Were there any other like crazy callouts?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
But everybody knew what you were saying when you called that. Because
Yeah,
it
when you
wouldn't be
said
anything
urinal.
else on site. Oh, yeah, they're tucked
Well,
in there
let's see.
hiding.
Is it urinal? Let's go
Oh.
ahead.
No, it's not. Well, it's above it.
Is it a urinal?
How is this? No.
Is it a porta potty?
Yeah,
it's
it's
the
above it.
corner.
Right. It's kind of more
Okay.
like
How,
Spanish.
can you explain to me how that's urinal? Like break
Yeah.
this down for us.
Hey, can you explain how many things are named?
Well,
in-
honestly,
in
Mimi, when I look
games?
at that, you know, I gotta take a whiz. So I guess that's what it is. We'll
You're
just-
hiding from everybody else while you're in there.
I don't know if that's okay. Sure, I'll take it. That's correct. Yeah,
more.
absolutely. I agree.
Let's see it.
Show it.
Oh, this is split.
Split.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it was fracture.
Fracture. No, this is split.
I also want to say split too. It's more, yeah. This bustling metropolis.
I see purple. I say split. That's what I'm going
Oh,
for.
I see the little blue thing. They don't have little blue
I see
thing on fracture.
RGB.
Is this
I
like
think
the back of the store? A part of the store?
I think this is like the store where like the trophy was when they
Where
like
they
the
switch it
pre
up and
shot from
spawn?
that one event where it was like and it was a trophy in real life and it was a trophy in the game and it was crazy.
Yeah.
I sound like a crazy
Well, the
person.
shoe shop is
do.
the one in the attacker spawn, isn't it? I'm pretty sure.
It's in
Well, let's see what it is.
Yeah.
Let's see what it is.
Oh no,
of
there's
course,
no shop in it. Is there?
We're a
I think
little
it's
bothered by the
like
shoe
shoe or a
collection.
Z on it, doesn't it?
If this is fracture, I'm gonna freak out. Okay, good, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a shoe on it.
You're
there
right.
you go. Attacker
There
spawn.
it is.
All right.
But I take a big problem with this particular retail establishment, though.
That was a
You mean to
long
tell me
tech
you're only
pause.
selling
Wait, I got rid of
one
my-
pair of high tops
When did I
with
get
a
rid of
long
this?
tongue
Damn,
on
I'm
the
losing my
front? That's
memory.
just-
What's going on
Shoes
there?
Again. I don't know.
That's just, I mean,
That's
come
a
on.
jet fit.
You got
Jet store.
add some variety.
Maybe neon kicks.
Maybe, you know. Oh, I wish I could say who won the game, but I
think we all lost.
I think
Yeti
we all
won.
just got a
Good
little
Lord,
bit
I-
dumber, you know. And that's the best part about it. All right, guys. Well, look, over on our YouTube channel, you should definitely check out our new interview series.
My A and
Comic
U
Drops, as a
looks
matter of
exactly the
fact.
same.
And-
What do you
and
mean? You
here's
got
a
this
clip,
extra
actually,
little-
from our first episode.
there's like a
featuring
little
esports Doug and what you're
10%
doing.
extra.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Don't throw. Don't throw.
Dude, GB, callbacks are the key to comedy. Throw the paper airplane, then
the
start
paper
the
There you
video.
go.
Start it.
It worked.
Idioma. Entonces, ustedes dos nacieron en Argentina,
Sí, sí.
aprendieron español.
Sí.
Y ahora saben, los dos también saben portugués.
Portugués, sí.
¿Cuándo aprendieron?
Cuando primero conocí a la mujer de mi vida, que estoy casado. Brasilera. En ese momento empezamos a hablar.
One of the observers' PC crashed. That wouldn't make it go back to the start,
Casi
though, right?
5 años atrás.
Ok.
Y se dio el momento que un equipo brasilero me llamó. Entonces, cuando estaba aprendiendo brasilero en ese otro juego, empecé a aprender la cultura brasilera. Y fue muy loco, fue todo muy, muy rápido. Porque yo estaba, mira eso, estaba aprendiendo un idioma nuevo,
¿Dónde estabas
viviendo en
viviendo?
los Estados Unidos, porque estaba viviendo
Oh,
acá.
¿Estás acá?
Estaba acá.
¿En Georgia?
En Georgia.
Ah.
Aprendiendo portugués.
Ah.
Y no entendía nada. Fue una locura. Fue una locura.
Y que hay tanta gente en
Sí.
Georgia que también habla portugués,
Mucha gente,
¿verdad?
sí, desesperadísimo. Me acuerdo que iba para aliviar un poco, que hablaba todo el tiempo portugués, iba a un Subway, a un...
How can we blame Chris for this pretty easily?
Son personas de México.
Ajá,
Me
ajá.
ponía a hablar con los muchachos de México. Me decían, ¿cómo estás?
Solo para hablar más español.
Para hablar español. Porque me estaba perdiendo, me explotaba la cabeza, realmente.
Y a mí me pasó cuando, también en los viajes, cuando vos hablas portugués y te quieres hablar inglés, o yo estaba aprendiendo portugués y vos estás hablando inglés, es como que se te vienen los dos idiomas y te sale
No.
uno y respondes en portugués. Yo respondía en portugués a veces cuando tenía que hablar en inglés, porque estaba aprendiendo todavía. Después cuando una vez que ya lo naturalicé, se me hizo mucho más fácil, pero
Claro, claro.
un idioma nuevo es difícil de aprender.
Pues hablemos también de inglés. ¿Cuándo aprendieron inglés?
Yo estudié mucho tiempo. Estudié 7 años.
¿En
Bastante.
Venezuela?
En Argentina no, estudié privado.
¿Por qué hiciste?
Fue más una decisión de mi padre. Me dijo, no me importa lo que hagas de tu vida, aprende inglés.
Sí. Y que te abre las puertas. Eso.
Thoughts on the new skin bundle? Dude, I only looked at them on the pictures and then I saw the video. They look fine.
No, qué pereza. pa'
They look cool. Like the animations and stuff is
Pero
sick.
realmente lo que me ha servido el inglés es
But
increíble.
I'm not gonna.
Estoy acá
I'm not
gracias
gonna
al
buy
inglés.
them.
Además del portugués, obviamente, el inglés es lo que me hizo evolucionar muchísimo como jugador.
Eso cómo los cambiaron.
I mean, I don't know. Do you know what? I like honestly, because I didn't play for like the past 2 years or so, so I'm just I just don't have I just don't have anything. Yeah, I do like the Prime Vandal, because I didn't buy the Prime Vandal when it first came out, and then honestly it wasn't in my store for like 8 months or something. So yeah, I like the Prime stuff. I did get the Iron Bundle. You're right.
Y creo que va más allá del idioma. Es más por un sentimiento que me abrazaron, como al mismo tiempo que soy argentino me dijeron, no importa, te aceptamos, y me abrazaron. Porque hacer un contexto. Brasil y Argentina. Sí. Ay, no.
Sí, esa es la realidad, pero...
Yeah, I don't have the game downloaded at the moment. Dude, I need all the... There's too many VODs. We have tech pauses like this, so my hard drive's not big enough. Dude, I think I literally have a hard drive. I think I have an extra hard drive here, but I just haven't plugged it in. Sometimes it's just easier to uninstall the game and then reinstall it again.
Eso no significa, que es lo que mucha gente erra cuando habla conmigo, no significa que pare de ser argentino.
Claro que no. Sí,
yeah, because I honestly should probably store like all of my... I probably should actually download like all of my actual broadcasts, really, and have them anyway. Mate, I'm seeing what Jonas is doing. Man's doing the reruns. Jesus. Might turn this into a 24-hour stream. Let's do the reruns straight after. I won't actually do that, but...
First of all, I want to give Doug a huge shout out. Excellent job with that, obviously.
Auto run ads,
you know,
just
I can totally
crank it up to the max.
Saying how, you know, being a, you know, like right now his life is Brazilian. Like he is doing what he can for the Brazilian community, for Brazilian Valorant. And, you know, it's given him so much. His life,
Who do you think is the best IGL? If I was pushed to it, I would be saying FNS.
Totally resonate with that, because my wife
but again, it's hard to know.
I didn't know anything about
in terms of like proven over a set amount of times, different events, different metas, I definitely have to say FNS.
You've been there for so long. So I think Riv for Sadak,
that's over like a longer period.
Thing to see him fully commit to
Champs in LA, I have no idea, Teats. If they offer to take me there, then I'll go. But if no one offers me, I'm more than happy to stay here.
Your own shoes for a moment and
so
look back
we'll
and
see.
know what will benefit you is a huge thing. And he even says it himself. He's like, I'm really glad my dad made me do this, but I also realized
I think NRG improved from last time, as in comparison to Optic. Nah, I don't think we've seen them look as good as that.
From his father at the end as well, not only kind of encouraging him and making him learn English that ended up helping him in his career, but also in another part of that, when his mother passed away, his father encouraging him to finish things out, to play at Champions, to do his best, and then to go back and take care of his wife and his direct family. It's just a really fantastic story to surround a fantastic player to talk. And we didn't hear as much from Noswar in that clip, but so much was lent in from him as well that you guys should go watch that entire video. It's really, really good.
Seriously, you can go check out all of that again. Common Grounds on the Valorant YouTube channel. Go ahead and check it out. And, you know, I know you guys tuned in here expecting to watch some games, but I'm going to give you a little bit of an educational history.
Oh no, yeah, dude.
Trust me, it's good for you. It makes you more worldly.
Someone needs to 2-0 tonight because I still got the Pacific game tomorrow morning.
Versus NRG, we're going to take a quick break, and when we
what
return,
are they doing to me?
We'll be back to the game. Thank you so much for sticking with us.
I learned French. You think I could play for Carmen Corps? Oh, yeah. I could try and help fix it. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't really think about the long-term effects of this one. Chat, I'm gonna do it again. Well, we got 3. Perfect. I'll be right back.
everyone, and welcome back to VCT Americas. Of course, Golden Boy here alongside with Mimi as well as Rivington. And don't worry, we're getting into the game very, very quickly. But we want to get you guys up to speed on what had happened. If maybe you're just joining us, you're tuning in for the first time, let's go ahead and get you up to speed here. Because what we saw in that Haven game was great ideas from C9 early on, great adaptation from NRG.
You know how I talked about them having to go through every round and remake it? Why does it feel like that's what they're doing?
Really cool flood retakes that worked out super well. It was clear prep against NRG's C hits, and they also had some other cool moments. They're like half by eco retake out of window on the A site. Those were great moments, but thus far it has been NRG dominating the conversation. Finesse's calling has been really, really good, adapting to those retakes, changing up the way that they're executing into these sites, and also containing the aggression really well.
They have been kind of figuring out where this operator is now going for Leaf that they just found coming out onto the map. We did hear Sideshow talking about how C9 is kind of really favoring these 5v4 conversions and how they can play into them. If they can get an early pick, let the map kind of waffle out, they just figure out how to take down NRG a little bit further in. So I think we saw NRG there towards the end, letting C9 set up, but NRG is moving as a 5 death ball here. They're not really allowing the map to be, or I'm sorry, they are allowing the map to be figured out by Cloud9.
Imagine the series goes to map 3.
Like
yeah, imagine we get 6 games, 6 maps on this one.
Tough for them. I think they figured out that Leap operator for now, though.
Yeah, they have. And for
that
NRG
happens, maybe
as
I'll
well,
just stay up the whole time.
Really great at is just kind of sliding the new players into the, not really that new anymore, but into Haven. Because like the casters were also bringing up, this used to be like the best map, one of the absolute strongest maps for that Optic Core, for Finesse as a caller. And for Sam, him slotting into Marv's roles, his lurks have been really solid thus far on this map. I already said containing aggression, it's always been him doing so towards C Long. It's been nice stuff out of them. And on top of that, I think the Artist Jet looking pretty good.
Well, I think that helps, right? That is something that we haven't really talked about because I get it, right? You discuss role swaps and or just changing your role, not necessarily swapping fully, but just like the micro adjustments you'll make in a series. Maybe one game he's playing, Artist is playing Killjoy, and then the next one he's going to be playing Chet. But I think it's interesting, Riv, that is the flexibility that you can get from a player like Artist, a guy who can do those things. Do it pretty.
Do you think a lot of your views? Do you think a lot of the views are pros and coaches because they're the only public players in the maps? Maybe.
How little he has to play kind of this.
Honestly, that's kind of why. There's one of the reasons that I wanted to do it anyway. Is just make sure that everyone actually has VODs that they can look at. Because at least the person that I used to look at for VODs got all of them removed.
Noticing Cloud9 would flood rush sites. They played back.
I think it's just that's kind of what I wanted to achieve with my YouTube anyway. Is just have like a whole,
they're going back to the standard
just the VODs of everything, just so that people can go back and watch it. I want it to be like the database basically. Because there's just it is hard to find full VODs out there at the moment, which feels mad to me.
And then sends in the full volley for the site exec. This team is so well structured around the calls that are made for NRG.
I really love how
not that people like VODs that much. A lot of people just like
using it when they absolutely need to, and
just
and
instant.
as you mentioned, they stack it, they find creative ways, and even that last round as
I guess
well.
it's like a recap.
I believe it was the eco for C9, and they pushed down C Long, and they just got absolutely blended, just destroyed, right?
The Riot gives VODs for teams, so at least when I was coaching at the LANs, if you wanted, you could ask for. You could ask for the VOD and it would include
and I think that's one of the ways that we'll see it
your voice comms.
He's so good at just like hitting the pause button, slowing things down in that mid round.
Yeah, but what about Rooney?
But it would take a little bit sometimes.
Let's talk about Rooney here, Riv, because maybe we are seeing a little bit of an experience.
So we only like obviously it would only be like your voice comms. It would only send it to like you as the team.
Yeah, we know C9 across their games to be a very good defending.
Should have someone upload VODs to me to save time. At the moment, it's fine, honestly.
Kind of comparisons along the board. Rooney actually for an IGL has been fragging.
Heads up, tomorrow's game is later according to VLR. It starts at 11. Wait, is that true?
But looking at this,
is that actually true? It's a later start tomorrow.
Right, if the mid-round calls that Rooney was able to call before, I think because of the delay C9 would put.
Oh my god, that's incredible.
They're not getting. NRG's already behind enemy lines, and I think in that chaotic call, maybe Rooney's finding a place to where he fits and needing more voice.
Wait, it starts at 11. That's the best news ever.
Absolutely, especially for less experienced one. It is very, very difficult. The things I do look towards for maybe some improvement in these last few
Dude, I
rounds
just
and a
didn't
half
know it was a
is
thing.
that kind of
Amped.
core of the
I just
team
didn't
we
realize
talked
that was
about
a
with
thing.
Step Up and Leaf and being
I thought you were
proactive.
just
When I was talking about their defense versus
He was
Leaf,
trolling
what they
me.
did really well was having those
Thought it
players
was a really
proactively
mean
getting
troll.
information and feeding Rooney the information, helping him out in making those calls to have the right read. The thing is that compared to 100 Thieves, NRG
Dude,
does
that's
a
great.
much
So that means
better
that today
job
was
of
the hardest
denying
day, and we did it
making
easy.
you
Yeah,
think
I was gonna
and
say,
not
yeah.
really
Well,
giving away the game
we're
too
halfway through
early
it.
on that attack-sided mid-round, which makes it pretty difficult. And
Jesus
he's
Christ.
chilling.
That's how long it's been.
Bold strategy right there. Some say that's how you bring great balance to the force.
Honestly, I bet
heard
it's
that,
like
he
nice and
actually
cool.
dropped his keyboard right after this, and after that, that's why the tech pause.
That's such a meme,
darn
isn't it?
shame.
Oh, well,
That's
see it.
such a meme.
Also, Mimi spreading fake news.
Yeah, I'm intentionally spreading misinformation.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and give
Offline.
you a quick update. All right, so the game lobby is being remade, which we told you guys before. It's going to take some time. We thank you so much for bearing with us here. There are a lot of great people behind the scenes. I don't know why I did this. I did this instinctively.
Hacker
Rip
Man.
did it. So
Great
it's the Hacker
lobby.
Man.
Is that
but
how
most of our
technology
audience
works?
is like 18
course
years
it
old, so
is.
they don't know what Hacker Man is.
Is that just like a TV trope? Is Hackerman like a specific thing?
It was like a little gimmick years ago. You know what I mean? And then there was obviously
Not that long ago.
Yeah, it felt like it was years ago.
A few years ago.
How long is a few years for you, Riv? 20?
That was a few years. That was 3 years ago.
Yeah, I guess so. But you know what, guys? Look, folks, it takes time. Plain and simple. All right, but let's go ahead. Check out another clip from our interview series, Common Ground. Here's Doug with Sadak and Nowser once again on what Valorant means to them. Check it out.
All right, let's talk about Valorant for a little bit. Gecko, newest agent, has a really cool story, right? Both of his parents are Mexican. He's first generation American. How cool is it, given that you guys are not American? How cool is it to see that in a game that you guys spend so much time
Help you?
playing and so much
Dude, I
time
got
invested
nothing
in?
for you.
Creo que el mejor,
I got nothing for you right now.
Es que estamos acá por una empresa de los Estados
We're
Unidos.
just stuck here together.
Diciendo un poco eso, ¿no?
Creo que Valorant nos dio un montón de oportunidades.
Un montón.
O sea,
Y honestamente, para mí también fue lo mismo. Porque sin Valorant, yo no tengo las oportunidades que tengo. Yo no, I'm not casting, right? Porque antes de Valorant no tenía eso.
Maddox, what are you
También
referring
con
to as
Gecko,
my flex
que era
day?
Mucho de lo mismo.
sí.
Y también honestamente, when I heard the Gecko came out, I thought, wait, that's, my parents aren't Mexican, but that's me.
Yeah.
Right? Like, my parents are both from a different place. I was first generation that was born in the
We're
United
all in this
States and
together, yeah.
trying to
Dude,
figure
that's what I
out,
used to
like,
say to us
how
all the
do
time
I,
in
like,
Fish
hang on to my
123.
Colombian culture
And then and then
while
Aldous bailed for
assimilating
G2.
in New York, of all places.
So
right?
I don't know
Yeah,
how strongly that
aprendí
works.
inglés en la escuela.
Creo que eso es un poco de lo que está pasando acá, porque traemos nuestras culturas de Argentina, de Brasil, de Chile, los chicos.
Sí, todo
Traemos
es.
todo para acá. Ya nos estamos adaptando al estilo de Cali.
He flamed me on stream once, yeah, I saw it.
Sí.
It wasn't that bad.
Yo, bro, what's up, bro? It's just cool that like that.
As long as the only
Gecko
thing
and us,
flame-wise is not
honestly,
about
that's
my
the common
work,
ground
then
that
I
we
don't
have.
really
Like,
care.
We're bringing all of these cultures and it's coming together.
Like
because
I
of-
definitely tried to
because
guilt
of the
trip him.
game.
Like I wanted to stay
Right?
together
Like,
as a
what
six.
Wild. Yeah.
It's really wild.
Very, very cool. Let's talk about the league. Let's talk about the Americas League. We're only a couple weeks in, 2 weeks in at this point. What are the expectations that you guys have on yourselves for this very first VCT Americas season?
Personalmente para el equipo.
Flex days of CS,
Personalmente,
like
creo
being
que
Emily.
estoy en una
Damn, I'm not just gonna reel
posición
off players that
particular porque
I've beaten or
con
lost to it,
con
man.
la salida de dos de nuestros integrantes del año pasado, se me puso en una situación que
That was a
preciso,
one-off.
por lo menos yo siento que tengo que demostrar que puedo ser un líder muchísimo mejor. Entonces, creo que esa es mi batalla individual, de conseguir ser el líder que quiero ser
Although
para los talentos que tengo, porque tengo
Steel
jugadores
is on that
muy-
list.
muy jóvenes
I'm
realmente.
pretty sure I've never lost to
No
him,
es solamente
but I only think it's one game.
ayudarlos
So we'll add
dentro
Steel
del
to that
juego,
list.
también es ayudarlos
Maybe I just
fuera del juego.
slowly
Porque hay
add
algunos
names
que
in
no
there.
hablan inglés, hay algunos que no saben
He used to play at
cocinar,
loads of
hay algunos
UK
que-
lands.
Mi papá.
He lived in the UK for like a
El
long
papá,
time.
El viejo.
El viejo, exactamente, el viejo. Entonces, individualmente,
Wait, Minches,
quiero
but
decir
have you ever
que fue una
beaten me?
persona que me gustó mucho todo el lado de
Mini? I
liderazgo,
think
me gustó mucho el
Mini's.
lado
I think
de
Mini's
estar al
beaten
frente de un
me.
grupo. Siempre me gustó eso.
I think
Y
Mini's beaten me.
grupalmente,
I can't remember.
yo sé
It was
que
a long
nosotros
time ago.
tenemos
There's a chance I
una-
never played Mini,
una-
but I think I might have played Mini once and he
un
beat me.
estigma, ¿cómo sería?
I don't know if
Yo sé
Batham's
que
lurking, but he'll
muchas
know.
personas nos ven como que somos el equipo que ganó la Champions.
Minches, I
es
definitely never
verdad,
played you at the LAN,
y que
right?
somos el equipo
Or
a
did I?
derrobar. Pero eso fue con 2 integrantes antiguos.
Wait, Minches, I think I beat you at a
Yo lo
LAN.
siento así. No, te soy sincero, yo lo siento así porque con los 2 nuevos chicos cambió todo el equipo. Cambió todo. Porque cuando estaba Pancades así,
Claro.
era de otra forma, digamos, en el grupo. Era otro sentimiento, era otra.
Minnie's never
otra
been me
forma de
at LAN
dirigirse
too,
al
that's
grupo.
actually true, yeah.
Entonces ahora yo no tengo más jugadores experientes dentro del juego, pero tengo un staff un poco más experiente, porque tengo un staff con Fraud, que Fraud,
Claro.
veterano, 36 años de experiencia en FPS, realmente me ayuda. Entonces para el grupo yo realmente quiero que ellos sean
Do I remember
maduros
getting
como
knifed by
atletas.
Shazam? Wait,
Porque
I don't think I
realmente,
have I played against
es muy
Shazam.
gracioso para mí porque
Show match? Oh, maybe
¿cómo
actually. Maybe I did get knifed by
explico para
Shazam.
un jugador que acaba de hacer 17 años cómo ser un atleta, siendo que ni terminaron la escuela. No
I'm trying
terminaron
to
la
remember
escuela,
that.
es ridículo. Entonces no terminaron la escuela.
Was that when I was?
competición alto
Was that when I was trying to
automáticamente,
knife
muy
Cywoo?
rápido.
Mate, I can't remember. That was a long
Muy
time
joven.
ago.
Entonces, ¿cómo les digo entender, cómo les hago entender que el entrenamiento es súper importante? Que no pueden comer chocolate todo el día.
Una bolsa de Doritos.
Una bolsa de Doritos
Jesus, what the hell's that question?
y energizante a la noche. Entonces, ¿cómo les hago entender eso? Entonces, ese es mi desafío, convertirlos en atletas. Y que al mismo tiempo ganemos, ¿no? Porque estamos para eso.
Just troll and just block it out.
Entonces, es un desafío muy difícil. Pero estamos bien.
Bueno,
¿Qué?
yo personalmente siento que al introducirme a este equipo nuevo,
Damn, this is
como
a
los
long
chicos no me
filler. I
conocen,
actually think they're
tipo,
going
no
round
me
by
conocían
round.
antes de
I
estar
strongly
bien,
think they're going round by round
con ellos,
to get
así,
there.
jugar arranque, de hablar, todo eso. Yo creo que más introducirme como esa persona del equipo, como él dice también, de parte al menos, no soy ligero, pero soy una persona que puede ser como un líder silencioso, por así decirlo, que acata responsabilidad dentro del juego, o que mismo fuera también
Replaying the
ese tipo
rounds
de
faster.
actitudes, o que
Yeah,
pueda
but
transmitirle eso a mis compañeros
you
de
might
equipo,
get a different outcome.
transmitir esa seguridad, poder ayudarlos en todo lo que mi experiencia trae al equipo también. Y esa es la parte individual, además de poder ser mejor.
We don't talk about that name here.
Siempre, como quiero pensar yo. Y después grupalmente
Actually, we should just
entender
ban that name. Is that why you had to
todo
put 2 S's?
que concentra la liga, que es otro formato lo que quizás, porque son los 10 mejores equipos de América, entenderlo como
Yeah,
una
literally that,
maratón, una
Isaac.
carrera en la que
Literally,
vos cada
round
fecha,
1,
cada semana que
you
va
killed
pasando, tiene una
this
enseñanza.
person.
Y si bien si uno quiere ser campeón del mundo y
Then
quiere
you
llegar
then you killed this person.
a ganar todo, da ese enfoque siempre
Yeah,
en el
it's
siguiente
not good.
paso, que primero está la liga, primero después está Tokio, después está el Champions y todo eso. Me gustaría que el equipo pudiera entender el proceso que se está dando, y bueno, con Onur también, que es un buen entrenador, que se está encargando de todo eso. Yo creo o confío mucho en este equipo que pueda entender exactamente cómo funciona esta carrera, ¿no? Entonces, nada, colectivamente creo en eso, y eso. Eso porque quería decir algo más.
Here we go. Watch the full VOD? I think we just did. Zilf, thank you so much. Dude, Zilf, 31 months, man. That's crazy. I didn't even realize we've been streaming for that long. Chat, let's get a lot of slugs in for Zil. Thank you so much, mate. 31. Only a 1 minute? Okay, that's a good sign. 31 months in the slug club. Appreciate you. It's a good amount of slugs, everyone. Thank you so much. And Pytro, 0k. Or Pytruk? I'm just going to call you Pytro. I like it. Pytro, welcome into the slug club. Thank you, mate. Appreciate the sub. Dude, we're all coming in. Everyone's getting involved. Rob_Ponus. Rob, appreciate you. 7 months in the slug club. Thank you, everyone, for the support. Again, dude, we're nearly at 2,200. This is so stupid. This is madness. If you could have a team of 5 players, who would it be and why is it Hiko? I mean, yeah, you nailed it in one. It's stupid. Yeah, dude, I just didn't think we would ever. I didn't think I would ever get that many viewers, let alone subs. So it's, I don't think I'm ever gonna accept it. Also, that I know that's craziness.
Welcome back, everybody. Yes, hopefully.
Oh, this is a good
heading
sign.
Back into the map anytime now, Josh. Anytime now.
This is a great sign.
7-3 is the scoreline. Map 1 between Cloud9 and NRG. It's NRG who are currently leading, of course. Server crashing, had to remake it. Takes a bit of time, but finally, we're going to be getting back into this one. 2 rounds left in this first half as well. And we'll see. Can Cloud9 make it a bit more respectable?
Yeah.
Jesus. That's one way to celebrate it, Isaac. Thank you so much. Holy hell. Isaac, it's been consistent, though, every single day. Like, it's mad. You're on 270. It's so crazy. Okay, chat, let's get some slug approves in. I'm going to read the names after... Wait, we're not going to see a bit of action for a bit. I'm going to read the names for a little bit until we get some action. It's a big buy in terms of the money. It's a must-win for C9 because they're going to have a really bad low buy afterwards. So we'll keep an eye on that. Okay, Isaac has gifted 20 subs. Again, like, literally back-to-back after doing it yesterday as well. You're kind of crazy, Isaac. 270 altogether. Silent Gangster. Mark, Feral Viper, Pom, J Cloud. No more jump spots. Okay, oh, jump spots coming in.
You can see, look at Artis, he's pre-aiming the spot.
Okay, they're just trying to retake, and their retake's been pretty good, and they have a breach short to retake as well, so we'll keep an eye on that. Giovanni, Forfin, Coward versus Crosay, 25 Gunner, Free Rider. Okay, switching guns to dash in as well. Tag before. Makes sense that they're going A considering they managed to win a round there when there was 3 people here. Teebs, Adix, Chaos, Supercat, Curtain Bird, Amber, and Mayanti. Okay, we'll keep it there for a little bit. We are going to see a retake. Oh boy.
Everyone from NRG playing offside.
We are going to see a retake. 5-on-5 retake. They managed to get into the site without using the breach short, so it's like the teams are getting... Let's wait. It's pretty cool what we're seeing here, and I'm going to talk about it in a bit. Oh, that was not clean.
Weak crashes will fall. Rifle picked up now as well. The time is running so damn low. Jump around the side. Up to Storm.
Okay, nicely done in the end here. So, let me. What should I do? Okay, let me quickly talk about this. In terms of how teams are approaching, and like the meta's getting so good that teams are getting really good at calling out what ults people have and what the most likely thing to have is. Like what the most likely thing they're going to do with the ult is. So this is why NRG played so many people off-site, because they thought they were going to use the breach ult to attack sites. They've already played off-site itself. But C9 in this one kind of knew that they were going to do this as well, because obviously the pre-planning's really good. So they took site first and then ulted. Not that it made a difference, but it's still kind of cool to just see like the meta change. I talked about it before in the past in terms of like fracture, people all over towards site, and then the meta tend to all over towards A main. And also we see Louds do it a lot on fracture, where they kind of walk in and just use the pressure of the ult to actually take map control. That's basically what I could have said instead of talking for like a minute, but hopefully you lot get it. Just the pressure of the ult and how people's reactions will be. People are using that against them. Cobbs as well, thank you so much. 5 gifted from you, appreciate it. 21 subs altogether. 5 right now. Thank you, Cobbs. Big kill. Whoa. NRG are having so much success over towards A. C9 have had a rough time holding A. Boy, they go back and they're going to hear everything and have an early rotate. Leaf. Damn, and the turret doesn't shoot legs, only shoots like upper body. Yeah, didn't get too much for that though.
All the way through, but time might start to become a problem. 30 seconds left. Opportunities abound.
Huge.
Striking at just the right moment. The hearts are pounding and so are the footsteps, but
it's a really hard round for Crashies to win. Not if Jake does that though. Peeks off the flash.
12 seconds remaining. He's got to find 10 seconds left. Zeppa waits it out. Still,
no way. Okay, holy hell. Maybe could have played that one a bit better. Nicely done from Crashies. 9-3. That's a dominant half from NRG. Yeah, this was a crazy half. Okay, Cobbs gifted 5.
Avoids the flash, punishes Jake. And then baits that swing out. Zephyr's timing would have been
Ninxie,
just
I
as
think.
the spike
Paul
went down.
Korean, dude, he stand up and giving it.
She's read it. It just
Damn
feels like
respect.
NRG know what's
Yeah,
happening
that's a
at
round
all.
they shouldn't be losing as well.
Crash is so
SD,
consistent in
FG,
those
1,
clutches
2,
as
3,
well.
4, 5, 6,
Listen,
7, 8,
Leaf has
9,
been
0.
making his mark on the server early.
Leo
He spoke with C9's
Leo
Leaf as well. His
Plardon,
take on the
6 and
stylistic
unpro.
differences between North and South
Oh boy.
American teams. Take a look at this and take a listen.
Did we miss anything else? Thank you so much again for the gifted. If you got gifted, please say thank you. Over towards Isaac
South
or
American
Cobbs.
teams and North American teams, I think they have different styles. I think it's always been like a thing in South America. They're more
maybe.
loose. They're more like pack oriented. Like, you know, if you can't
Maybe.
beat
I
them,
think we caught
just
everything.
running at you
If I
and,
missed
like,
a
hitting
sub,
you
I
with side
apologize,
execs,
but I
then you
think
don't
we're on top
deserve
of
their
it.
respect at all. And it's always been like that in TAC FPS games, I feel like. And the North American teams, there's some of them like that, but there's also teams that are very like just fundamental, like play out rounds, like try to play
Slug
them as
still on the
like
screen as well?
textbook as possible.
Jesus.
And I think that the stylistic, like, it really just depends.
Feels like that's
also,
been there
like,
for a while.
just on what team you're playing, because you know some teams they won't be able to
Okay.
respect that South
Thank you so
American
much,
just, like,
everyone.
fury just fighting you. and they'll get ran
2,209.
over.
Jesus.
What Leaf was describing there as well, you know, that respect where you just get ran over by the raw firepower of the South American teams. We really did witness that as well with NRG's previous match when they played against MIBRD, were pushed to the limits.
Yeah, I would completely agree there. I don't think NRG played a necessarily a bad game. I don't think it was their best performance, but they weren't fumbling.
Yeah.
But there is some serious threats. I mean, and both of these teams know it. NRG now in that North American versus North American matchup looking
Looks kind of nice, these rolls though at the moment.
I mean, Cloud9
To be
just
honest with you,
beat them to
if we're just
pieces
looking at it from
in
a
that
roll
half.
POV, I
And
do
it's
wonder
the
if
kind of
this is
situation where
always
I
how
think
NRG
Finesse
have
just
been
has an
again,
incredible
and
read
if
on
they
the
just
game.
wanted
And it's not
to
just Finesse. All of the
try
players are in
something
their
more
comfort
towards
zone
the
here on
beginning of the
Haven.
season, and now we're going
And
to
they
see
got a
him
crazy
go
read on
more
what's
to
going
this
on.
these rolls.
That is just, okay. I mean, listen, the crowd is wild in today. I'm going to be real. The signs have just been, so many signs have been outlandish. But
Wait, what
Did
the
you see
hell?
the one, I think it was yesterday, about the Sentinels Brimmy.
yeah.
Oof.
No, that's stuck in my mind. Don't get me wrong. The 9-3 as we're heading into the second half, and it is NRG looking, you know, bit of a rebound
no, this is
as
a
well
contract
for that
fee.
previous matchup that we were describing. They've got to come into
Got to
this
do
one strong.
deliverables and stuff.
1 and 2 in the standings.
Molly goes short. You can disrespect it. Not
I'd love to take an early
gonna
back here
suggest it
against
on a pistol
Cloud9.
with no armor. It's spotted.
American counterparts.
Leaf has been dropped the frenzy here. He has frenzy and half armor. Turned into a raid.
Oi.
What artist wants to challenge?
Wanted to punish, but
Damn, he's confident.
Duel, even with the stun, still has to back
There's
away.
a thin line between confidence
Give
and
up that
madness,
space.
though.
This is game of cat and mouse is what it feels like, because the angles was not watched for, and this is what Cloud9 are so good at. They take these quirky, awkward timings, but maybe Crashes can respond in kind.
Has a
with one of his
recon as
own.
well, but he's
Weaving in
never
and
gonna
out,
feel
beautiful
confident to
smoke
use
screen
it.
plays, but no one's
Damn.
off the corner, and Leaf is on a rampage. 3 in a round, making short work of him. Clearing out Crashes as well.
Okay,
who just
honestly, let's stop believing for
maneuvering in
this
and out of those smokes to
because
defensive positions. It's down to Victor.
I think there's a want.
Has the ghost, but now his position's noted. Fault line pushes
9
him
free
away.
casts.
No one's overstepping themselves. Cloud9. They know that this is hook, line, sinker, and there you have it.
Chat, who won
round
pistol?
secure for them.
I'm
Maybe
guessing NRG
beginning
did, but I
of
can't
some
fully
momentum
remember
on
it.
their side.
Wait, let me remember.
Well, we
They
said they
went to
needed
go
steal
C.
pistol, obviously down 3-9, but
It was
they've still got
C9.
an enormous deficit.
They went to
You gotta
go
say,
C,
though,
and then they
even
had
with
the
Cloud9
C.
being this
They had the
far
C stack where they
away
played
from the
off
lead in the
site
first
and then
map,
insta
Leaf has been
flooded.
performing
Yeah, now I
incredibly
remember.
well. They load him
Okay,
up with a
2-0 in
frenzy
terms of
and the
pistols.
half armor. He takes another duel
2-0
against
and it's
Ardis.
9-4?
He's currently winning that
Jesus.
battle 5-1. And yet Cloud9 have not really been able to forge too many leads off the back of it, but the pistol round, it works again. Another very well executed pistol.
In terms of how they're approaching this one,
How are Cloud9 going to deal
a
with
lot
the
of
stack,
rifles,
though?
everyone's brought up, so a lot of kills from
There's a
NRG.
flash or a stun that Finesse is
Oh
holding
boy.
here. Jump spots.
Wow.
Okay. Down. That's the turret going down. You
Yeah,
suddenly
they
lost
both. Oh god.
your contact
Oh god,
play.
that's a
It's
good amount of
all
info.
gone a
You
bit
sure you want to
skew
push
with,
into this
hasn't it?
site?
Dart also spotting it out.
Full
Realization
person
from Cloud9,
stack,
like,
that's
okay,
nice.
There's a heavy stack of these players and they're all weak.
Kind of
Taking
like
to try and
this
farm up
though.
some
I
of those
kind of
gold
like the
orbs. They're not shying
the
away from
Guardian
the
buy
fight.
when
In
you
fact,
go
they wanna
over
take it straight
towards
to
C
them.
and you can kind of just
Looking
punish
to
them
pivot
for
away
being
now.
in this area.
Crashes is
It's
on
actually
the other
kind of
side.
nice.
Can
Like,
Crashes
they've really
do
chunked
anything
him
here, though?
down.
Short is a decent position to try and get a right-click kill with the classic, and just bunker yourself down. Be really difficult. Dig in.
completely avoiding that short as well. They're just too worried about the shorty. Shotgun in the hands of anybody there could be really dangerous. Now starting to clear short out. But still have to be concerned of this one because he is just lurking there. This round though, pretty contingent on a kill happening just in that direction.
Yeah, let's see how much damage they can do. Again, there's a lot of guns here, so any kill would be nice. Rooney has been farming with this. Okay, they get one. Does he... Do we... Okay.
Good start. A 4-round deficit for Cloud9, and this next one coming up is massive. This
It's a pretty good bonus.
The momentum shift. It's a bonus for Cloud9. They come
Okay,
into it with
and they buy into it, so the NA buy in terms of if they lose this round, most likely a 4-1. In terms of 4 people buying, 1 person not buying,
they have great attacking ideas
or low buying.
to punish NRG.
So yeah, it's a very good bonus, and this is a very important round for NRG.
What's the play? It looks like a C-split from the beginning.
The one player that's going to be watching this is a triple face. Victor taking the first shot as well.
Holy
and doing
hell.
a significant amount of damage. Look at Leaf drop down to 10 health.
Been dinked. Oh my god, we might have another turret kill.
They clear out a turret. Backing away, still making sure that they hold those sightline angles with finesse. Shoring up the defenses. He doesn't actually have any util.
These two players that
I mean, this is good for one.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's a nice pause.
That
Your pre-aim's not going to be here. Just going to have to walk into that angle.
That off angle. And finesse is holding on top of the box there.
It's a brick wall. It really feels like that. And Leaf their entry down to 10 HP.
Okay, they go back over towards A, and honestly, is this peak going to come in time? It's so perfect. There you go, that's debating how many Zard is good for.
Clearance it is. Zelsis aware of it. Contact gets taken, but it's like for like, isn't it? Bit of a lurk attempt there, shut down by Victor, who was watching that angle. Seems to be aware that there could be the possibility that a player...
Wait, why is Ardis so wide there? That's not on me. Why is he so wide? Tuck in, the bait's incredible.
Dire Straits. Dart lighting them up. They have to start going now, but it's a bit of a clearance still. Lovely trade by Leaf. He's weak though. Single bullet will do it.
How is this round doable? Oh.
Still 14 seconds. Spike has to be planted.
Oh dear. We have a fast flank. They have no idea where they are. They don't have no safety in this, really.
Can't quite find the right angle, but there's a reflank as well. Victor needs to win that fight, and he does indeed. Left-hander Leaf. And when he's as low as he is,
holy hell.
It's an easy fight to be taken.
Yeah, he was 10 HP for the whole of that, 21 HP. Definitely did a lot of damage. This was close though. Definitely wanted Ardis to tuck in. Like if he tucks in, then they're more committed. Then he can take the first shot. Then the swing can come in and they can play off each other. And no matter what, like worst outcome, it gets traded there. But going out wide can't really get traded. And then this person doesn't want to face and give them the whole of the site. So either way, really good bonus from C9, and because they got so many kills, this becomes a swing round.
Cloud9 have yet to win a gun round. They've won a pistol, 2 anti-ecos, and a thrifty retake. That's it. They haven't won a gun round against NRG.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Ends up being quite significant, I think.
Oh, that recon's nice.
The half, trying to see what you can do. Drones uses a response. There's a lot
Wait, that recon's really nice.
It's good information as well. 2 players seen. Cloud9 like to do this. They show a bit of presence and they contact up and they see what more they can get, but it looks like Finesse is aware of it. He was watching the angle, but
2
doesn't
people here.
quite have the weapon for the job. Close drone! Crash is spamming away, but he doesn't get anything with it in the nice.
Oh my god, what are we...
Still. Kills landing, so Cloud9 do have that player advantage, but Leaf needs
What are we
to
watching?
find an upgrade in the midst of all of this.
This is a save. NRG have got bad economy. I don't think this is a round that they can commit to. You look at the positioning of the players, that A defense found nothing.
They're backing away.
It looks dodgy from Crashies as well, but let me shoot him some bail. He's got in front of any kind of fault line or flash that's going to come through there from Zeppa. What he didn't account for was a drone in his face. And Finesse, he was really...
I mean, he takes that. He was literally just trying to... He just wanted to get a little bit of damage because he had the Spectre. Gets a nice little upgrade. This is an important duel. Zelsis, they don't really have too much money to be hunting like this. They need to relax a little bit. 3,000 on top of it, so it is okay on some of them, but...
It's NRG who really need to hold on to the guns, but another round accrued, and so this is looking quite sizable for Cloud9.
Their first gun round on the board.
Yeah.
Right? They're actually able to get it. Wow. And partly off the fact that Crashies felt like he had to make an aggressive move there. And partly because their A short take is really solid.
Right. So this was a big round in terms of impact. They managed to save some guns though. Saving 3 guns. Gonna probably be able to squeeze something out of
Where they
this.
used to try to take their timeouts to immediately hold any momentum that their opponents were getting. It feels very classic Chet to me. I make sure that NRG have the adjustments instantly before it snowballs.
I think that's a good point,
The
Chub.
economy's not in a great
Is
state for NRG. It's still going to be a bad
your
buy
name?
heading into the next round, and
I think
that's
it's a good
really
point though
the
what you're
effects
saying.
of round 15
Are
being
they
good for Cloud9
going to
despite
be saving
losing it.
extra to get that op out,
They've done now 2 rounds
or are
of
we going to see like a repeat
continuing
of the
economic damage to get them back
100
into the map.
Thieves Ascent game?
I think though, the way in which Cloud9 have taken short control there, did you see the little recon dart that they bounce off the wall, lands close, clears anybody out that might be trying to get aggressive, and particularly they're worried about Ardis. If Ardis is able to get onto an early line off the back of a fault line, something like that, they have a Sova dart to stop him and a Nana Swarm to stop him too. It's a
Let's
heavy
see,
investment for
because
utility. But
say
can throw it
they
and just
lose this
immediately
one,
leave. You know,
they get a
those are not
2-4
pieces of
loss
utility
bonus.
that
I
you need
mean,
to be close by in order to activate.
nope, not anymore. There goes your op.
Time ticking down, a bit of a breather.
That's incredible. We got to see
Cloud9,
that live.
They want to start running away with this. Big ultimate online in the form of that rolling thunder
Yeah,
that
no op for
Zephyr's
next
holding
round.
onto.
Unless
Might see
just someone
something
goes crazy in terms of kills and then
cooked up
doesn't
through
want to
with
buy
it,
armor.
but
Ideally, they want to win the round without it, to be honest, because look how close some of the NRG players are. See, this is the utility I'm talking about. How do you contest A short against something like that? In essence, you really have to refight it. For example, a Finesse might choose the timing about now to
Dude,
stun
a
and
lot
have
of
Victor
A
swing.
hits right now. They kind of,
got a turret
both
to
teams are
take
doing,
contact here. I think that's the play.
both
in
teams are
mind.
just spamming A all
Turret
the
on top of
time.
the box. If it spots anyone, there'll be a swing from Victor.
How close
but-
does he walk up? Because hearing the alarm bot here is going to be
Exactly. Here it is. They
perfect.
hear the drone. Victor tries to take the timing there, but he's tagged nevertheless. And now we see a rolling thunder to punish. Dash forward.
Really nicely
Victor
done
is
from
in
Leaf.
danger.
Yeah,
Flash in
really
his
nicely
face.
done.
Could not see a thing.
And that's one of the rifles taken out for NRG too.
Good,
So, they
good
lose a
ult
bit of
into
sting
this
in
round
this
as well.
round,
They
they lose the
understand how
A side.
important it is.
This would be a
Just
very
if they can
difficult
build up an
retake.
economy as well. You can't retake this
Might
when
be
this
beginning to
much
get planted
utils
here.
here. You have to go heavy
Some
heaven.
already
You have to
well
go
away
heavy
from the
heaven or
fight,
just
which
randomly
implies he
walk
wants to
in
save
like
that
this.
rifle, and it's just NRG looking to see if
Yeah,
they can do some
and
damage.
then he saw one, so you might see breach damage any second.
To the side, there's a nice peek actually, well timed with the smoke
Wait,
dissipating.
uses
so
breach
That's Crashy's one
damage
kill.
heaven.
Jake
Interesting.
just got outplayed. I mean, that was lovely from Crashes.
Yeah,
Really
just gonna
quite
try and see how
nice.
much damage they can do with this.
Economic damage is not too important here. Cloud9 have a ton in the bank, but it doesn't look like NRG have time to commit. I mean, from the look of it, they might just be going, oh, they're catching just people as they retreat.
So quite nice.
I mean, that's definite damage. Crashies might be able to get them here as well.
I mean, he's got the spike behind
Yeah, he's
him and
gonna get
players in
them
front.
both
Can
for
he take
one.
a couple with him?
He can
This one.
indeed. Gets one for the effort, still traded out. Does put Rooney one away from his own ult, but nevertheless, Cloud9 was expensive. Still another round claim for them, and they're steadily creeping closer and closer to that equal scoreline.
Ardis still has
Okay.
a Guardian here. You know, it's not been a good buy in terms of 5 rifles on board the whole time on their defensive half. The ult situations, like you were talking about, Bren, Zelsis with a lockdown that he could use to attack, but Crashies has the counter to it. So Cloud9 can't really make a game plan around that. What they could do is try and play for Rooney's ult.
He had 2-9 loss bonus, so this could be a low buy.
Now, this
With
could
oh yeah, sorry, this
easily
could be a light
sea
armor
pressure
buy.
just for that, but they're going to follow in with a push.
Straight into the C hit. They do pick up the orb. They get the server ult if they want it.
Not too much safety.
I mean,
when
he's
Leaf
gonna
was
get
hiding
spammed here with
behind his
21,
own
right?
smoke, but they
You
want
would
to try and
think.
fight this. They do indeed. Stun
think.
coupled. All the util
No, he's
being
gonna do
exploded
work
onto
with
the
21
site.
HP.
Nobody can really see a thing. Lockdown being used, but no one's cleared. Leave, and he sprays it down. What a transfer!
He gets 2 on 21 health.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane value to be found. Is that low shot down at the back? Crashim's just
Oh
looking
my
to
god,
try
the
and
shock
rethrone.
was
Read like
perfect.
a book is what it feels like there. So now into that 2v3. Cloud9 with the re-hit. Fast
Nice
play by
stun.
Victor. Wants to try and fight with the help
Damn.
of the stun, but
Holy hell,
can't
this
quite
is
manage
so
it.
on
And
at the
it's Finesse
moment.
again, forced
This is
to
a
back away,
nightmare for them.
forced
They
to
need to get an op
save the
out.
rifle. This has been repeated rounds now.
They gotta save that extra money for an op.
Ultimate usage by Cloud9. I mean, you got to give them credit for that. They got Rooney's ult up very quickly. They go into a C hit. NRG tried to come
Leaf
back
wins in that
into the
round.
site,
Yeah, he was very
and they
decisive getting to the
sort
back
of
of
tried
site.
to
They
stop
just
them
felt
and
like he
help them
didn't
for
have the
first
timing.
place. Leaf converts his
They
21
literally just didn't feel like he had the
into
time
2
to get back of
kills.
site,
This is
really.
absurd. That's crazy
Felt
good.
it did
Off
feel
the
a little
back
bit
of
mad
several
that he
clashes,
managed to get
Jake's
here, but
paranoia, Rooney's
it definitely
Hunter's
paid off.
Fury, you know, they loaded so much stuff in. But then Cloud9 find
2-9 loss bonus on top of this. Right, let's start planning ahead. Let's see. We definitely have money here, and they're not going to buy into this next round. It should be a light buy. Is someone then going to save enough money for the round after in terms of op, or are we going to force this and get the op? Oh, okay, we're forcing this and getting the op. Who's taking the hit?
Ardis with an op.
Victor's taking the hit.
Is again not going to have a good rifle, but Victor can afford light armor bulldog.
Hey, it's not too
I don't
bad.
think that's going to worry him too much. Does Ardis operator make the
All right,
difference?
let's see.
Taking his sight line over towards A long.
We're 7 rounds in. First time we've seen the op
Can't really opt into that
on the
angle.
defense.
He's ready now. This is going to be giving a lot of information as well. If he can post up here, gives Finesse quite a bit to work off of. Knowing that nobody's crossed, but there is a smoke in his face actually. That was popped up in A lobby. It denies that information. It forces
Okay,
Ardis
this is
to
looking
actually push
much
deeper as
easier
well,
for
looking
them.
for a bit more.
One person
Cloud9
holding
instead
over
opting
towards
to
A.
more
Bigger
quiet
stack in this
approach.
area
They are
now.
lurking, contacting.
All of this for one. It's perfect.
I think Ardis was able to get a crack through
So
that
far as
smoke.
well, all the killjoy you two
I'm
up.
fairly confident he's not worried about short here. The hit's coming through on B though, and this is where they're playing with the bulldog is in backside.
Players are swarming their positions though. Right it to the back, dash to the side.
Yeah, there's too many
Victor
people
with the
here.
bulldog.
Going back in
Found
towards
there,
garage.
still just getting all
There's
of
a
that
molly here.
information, and a pivot is called right into it. Smoke in the face. Has to back away here, but Som is still going to be that anchoring player. And guess what? There's
And
layers
they're
to
all
it.
over
Victor
them on this round, NRG.
drops down that lockdown. There's not going to be anything to break this one. It's split up the site, and it makes it such a hard task for Cloud9 to choose.
Yeah, get onto the site. What's the time like on the flash here?
Didn't clear him out.
We have no more
They
flash for him
even
to
know
peek.
he's here. Plan timing, 30 seconds left. Bit of patience with the play. And
Damn, he played that so patiently. Never wanted to peek. Do you know what happened as well? The reason they just didn't think he was backside here is because they flashed and it was a relatively good flash, and then there was no peek on top of it.
Leaves Celsius in an
Right,
unwinnable
so then he
spot
just
there.
literally
And
just
you can
bought his
see
time the
that
hole.
as the tempo was increased.
Yeah, he was very patient here. Really waited for that one. Patient paid off.
Very much on the fly. I don't think that's a pre-planned, you know.
Might see a timeout from C9 here,
execute that they were running. It was with the
because
dregs
they
of
could
utility
maybe
out
look at the
towards end.
util and work out the numbers,
But the
especially with
recon
Som
dart
being in
landed
this
on a
corner.
wall that didn't catch Som, and then
They
the
might
paranoia
realize that the
flew
op's
past
out,
it.
or at least they had A
Paranoia
with
was
one
the back
person, whether the
default.
op was
Som
out
just
or not.
tucked in the corner, never worried about anything, biding his time, and that patience paid off.
Okay,
That's
then maybe the this makes a lot of sense. So MC is literally going to be looking at some of the util there, especially when someone's in this corner, and he knows at least for sure that there was one person holding over towards A, and they didn't push him back. They also didn't break the killjoy util in garage, so the B hit was also like they were always going up against like 3 people basically in B, so they didn't really do. They didn't really default enough. It kind of felt like they thought, like me, that it was going to be a low buy and not a full buy.
It's something that they haven't showcased any footage on in time, despite the fact that we know them to be very good at it.
But at the same time, NRG are actually doing the same stuff they did last time we saw them. So yeah, they haven't played it in a while, but
not much innovation.
Not much has changed because not much needed to change. NRG were already incredible here. For Cloud9, this roster has never shown their haven. So they're really the team where NRG don't know the comp.
Podo, thank you so much, Podo. Appreciate you. Thank you for using your Prime. 2 months in the Slug Club chat. You know what to do.
2 rounds of stands for NRG.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate all the support. Even I'll put some slugs in. Thank you so much for that, mate.
Steadily does it. So far, this attack side has been pretty good for them getting into these post-plan situations if they can manage it.
All right, timeout, and yeah, I imagine we're at least gonna see. Let's see how many things we see. Whether we see pressure in garage and pushing the person back over towards A. We instantly get Leaf over towards short. That's definitely gonna push the person and create pressure over towards A. And now let's see if they do garage.
And do they know? Side by side, shoulder to shoulder, opposition.
Here.
Oh my goodness.
This is kind of nice in terms of while all this is happening. We have a smoke out here, we have a drone, and this are the 2 things that we need to see them do, and it looks like they're doing it, but they didn't. They didn't feel too comfortable in terms of garage. Damn, this is crazy.
What a reaction!
Unpersonal and yet beautiful shot by Ardis.
I mean, he is not posted on the right-hand side of that. But Leaf is way closer. Neither of the Jets really expecting the other to be there.
This is nice though. Rooney's just doing a one-person fake. A lot of pressure from this that pulls them off from A, so that's kind of nice. TP under heaven though, right? Okay. Honestly, Rooney did great here, and he gets this kill. Really good from him. By the time he gets to site as well, I think he had 17 or something cooldown on his recon, so yeah, it could be huge. Astro, oh, if they want it, Som only has one flash if they're not going to use it. Sorry, one flash, one smoke.
But you see Som kind of worried about somebody that could be going the other way.
And here it is.
Okay, this goes in. He has a star if he wants to stun somewhere.
For a dart, stun as well. Not too much of it being broken yet. Artist still wants to take the battle to them.
Oh, nice trades. Damn, it was really nicely done. They had two people behind the Astra ult, right? It was too much for them.
Entered into the site there.
There was just too much pressure on Jake to get to be honest with you. It was a very clean retake.
Finesse drops down from heaven like Batman.
Yeah.
And there's that shot in short. Look at how good the 2K is from Som as well. Spray control to catch the player that's trying to trade him out. The swing isn't bad from Cloud9 through the
Been looking really, really comfy ever since they got the op out.
On a heater. 22-8.
4 chances for NRG.
And now NRG find
Money's,
one step
yeah.
away from taking this opening map.
Artist has been opping A pretty much every round, now moves over to B. It's going to be fake. Like I said, this utility can be thrown from a long way away, and it's a bit of fake short control. Instead, Cloud9 moving towards Garage. They haven't posted somebody deep, but you can see NRG pinging it out. There could be somebody there. There was someone there last time.
Heavy pressure. Ooh. Definitely want to make sure they get rid of all the garage stuff. Damn, Victor goes for a hero play. That's kind of nice. Saw them at middle, went for a hero play. Not expecting that one though. It's a nice reaction. There's 2 people on C. I don't think they're gonna think 2 people are here. Yeah. Zeppa had no idea. Damn, Som's an absolute hero. He's got C on lock. Oh hell. He got C on lockdown.
Well closed out by NRG.
Every single round they got the op out, they won. 3 out of 3. Really nice from them.
Bit of a Som there for Som clutch. Yeah, I see you out there. Leaf performed fantastically. I mean, you got to give him credit. He was put in good places by Cloud9, and I think he delivered. But overall, Cloud9 just not quite able to answer on the defending